Okay, so this is Shadow, and we're talking about some rules to incorporate. One of the rules I was suggesting is always making her sit at a door before you let her in or out. Now, before I go into this, how to fix the problem that you described, if you go to the door and say sit and she does not sit the first time, I walk away and I sit down somewhere else and pull out my phone or I turn the TV on and I wait for 1 minute. Then I go back and offer the dog another one opportunity to sit. And again, say it assertively. Don't say, can you sit or sit? So you go the second time, if the dog doesn't sit, then I go walk away for 2 minutes, then for 4 minutes, then for 8 minutes. So the more the dog does not comply, the longer it is before it has another opportunity to go outside. All right, now Shadow's problem is when she goes to the door, her guardian gets up, and as soon as her guardian opens the door, Shadow runs from the door, which is right over here, and Shadow runs all the way over here to in this little cubby where her dog toys are. And picks up a toy, drops on the ground, and wants her guardian to walk from over here, walk all the way around these couches, around the room, get the toy, come back, walk all the way back that way, and then toss it out so she can go get it. So instead of doing that, what I would suggest you do is give a high-value treat, and like a meat-based treat, and again, I'll give you some in a little bit. Go over to the door with that treat. Ask her to sit. As soon as she sits, put the treat in front of her nose like this, let her sniff it, then open the door and toss it outside of the door. Now, when she goes out to get it, the second she touches it with her lips, I would assign a command word. A one-word command should be something distinct. You can say outdoors or outside or whatever you want. Outside is what I think I use. Well, I use outside and backyard for my dog. And so then I can, later on, you want to do this for every time that she goes out for about a week or so. Probably won't, it depends on the dog's level of intelligence and how good your timing is. So it has to be the second the dog touches it with their lips. Okay. Don't like outside as you throw it. It's got to be when the dog receives the positive reinforcer. Let's not do that on camera, sweetheart. That's Nebraska. So if she does this enough times, then eventually, just like Pavlov's dog associated the ringing of the bell with the arrival of the food, she will associate you saying outside at the door with the treat being on the outside waiting for her. And then she'll just run out to go get it. It will almost becomes a habit and a routine. So by doing that consistently and having everyone, it's really important everyone in the house does the same thing. So maybe you put a little ramekin, put something hanging by the door with a little container that has the treats so that you can always grab one, eventually just reaching up there to where they are and grabbing and throwing out. Now we'll achieve the same thing, but we always say the command word. Now, after doing that for about a week or so, then I would throw the treat every other time. I would pantomime, reach over to where the treats were and pretend like you're throwing one out. She's just going to run out on a habit. And then eventually, the third week, you do it every third time. And after a while, you just say outside or whatever your command word, and the dog goes right outside. Okay. All right.